נא לשבת.
Please sit down. Knesset members, today is Monday, 13th of October 2025, and I'm intending to open the special session of the Knesset in honor of the President of the United States, Mr. Donald J. Trump. Dear Knesset members, I would like to remind you that this is a special session, and therefore there will be no disturbances, and whoever will disturb the session will be expelled from the session. And there will be no warning, and it is allowed to applaud in this session the Honorable Mr. Yitzhak Herzog and his wife Michal, the Honorary the Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and his spouse Sarah, the head of the opposition, Mr. Lapid and his wife Lihi, ministers and Knesset members,
Special recognition to Minister Ron Dermer, who led the negotiation team on behalf of Israel. Thank you, Ron. Secretary of State Marco Rubio, Secretary of War Pete Hegseth, Secretary of War, I like it, I love it. Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, General Dan Kane.
that you granted the Knesset the honor that it is the first parliament that you are visiting in your present term. In the Jewish tradition, we are used to bless you, the one who gives us the honor. Thank you very much, Mr. President. We are used to bless you. Honorary President, thank you very much. 2,000 years ago, we were exiled from our homeland. But in order to bless the honor, thank you very much. 2,000 years ago, we were exiled from our homeland. The Jewish people. In order to bless the honor, thank you very much. 2,000 years ago, we were exiled from our homeland. The Jewish people. In order to bless you, President Trump, that in the name of the United States, you recognize Jerusalem as the capital of Jerusalem. You executed a promise that many other presidents promised. You transferred the embassy to Jerusalem. Thank you very much, President Trump. Thank you very much, President Trump. In the dawn of its establishment, Israel was forced to fight, but it always extended its hand to peace. 7 years ago, you led the Abraham Accords, and I had the privilege to serve in this government that signed it, and it was very meaningful for me because 2.5 years ago, I was the first head of the Knesset that was invited to speak in a parliament of Arab country, and it was in the country of Morocco, where my parents came from. You made its relationship closer in accord that it's peace for peace. Thank you very much, President Trump. Many years before your first term, already in 2011, you identified this danger of nuclear Iran.
Our nation's national security interests. We can't allow Iran to go nuclear. איום על ארצות הברית משמעו איום על העולם החופשי כולו. העקבית ששמה את
Your continued that you put America first, but not alone, but not America alone. Do you brought with you to the White House in your 2 terms 4 months ago after Prime Minister started Rising Lion, you started the Midnight Hammer, which was a very brave action that there was nothing like it until you arrived at the White House. Thus, Mr. President, you prevented a nuclear holocaust that Iran wanted to bring about to the world. A country in its parliament, its elected officials cry death to America and death to Israel. And today we can say to the Ayatollahs, rule in Iran will not have nuclear power. Thank you, President Trump. Mr. President, today the Jewish people are ending the holiday of Sukkot, and tomorrow it will be Simchat Torah. And 2 years ago in Simchat Torah, it was the most difficult day for the State of Israel since its establishment and for the Jewish people since the Holocaust. Many times I came with many visitors to the area of the slaughter, and I saw the horrors. And few weeks after the 7th of October, I accompanied Jared and Ivanka who came to those difficult areas. We saw what we were in Kfar Aza, and we saw what we hope that we will never see again, horrible sights of pogroms, children, men and women, the elderly, they are no longer there. The Satan not only murdered and raped and many of our brothers and sisters, he also abducted the live and the dead. And since then, this has been the longest and the most just war. This wound of our brothers in prison has been, when all the nation of Israel has been in pain of the families of the abducted until this morning. For 2 years, in the gallery where the guests are sitting, we had photos of the hostages. But this morning, towards this historical day, we were able to remove the photos, and I will do something spontaneous, and I will remove the pin that I received from Tzvika Moore. I am removing it because a minute ago I spoke to Tzvika Moore's brother, and they are celebrating this unification. Thank you so much, President Trump. Thank you so much, President Trump.
Other American president, but as a giant of Jewish history, one for whom we must look back 2.5 millennia into the mists of time to find a parallel, Cyrus the Great. You, President Donald J. Trump, are a colossus who will be enshrined in the pantheon of history. Thousands of years from now, Mr. President, the Jewish people will remember you. We are a nation that remembers. Far from being a local struggle, what we are witnessing is a global struggle, a global battle between the forces of extremism, radicalism, and fundamentalism, and those of freedom, liberty, and democracy. What the world needs now is not appeasers who feed the crocodile in the hope that they will be eaten last, like the kind we have seen recently at the UN General Assembly. And by the way, President Trump, your team has checked the teleprompter. It is working beautifully. What the world needs now are more leaders who are brave, resolute, strong, and bold. The world needs more Trumps. Mr. President, with your permission, I would like to take this moment to address Prime Minister Netanyahu.
Mr. Prime Minister, the last few years, you faced great pressures. Steve Witkoff, the special envoy that fought along with you to return the hostages, said about you, the most difficult work was that of the Prime Minister. It was the Prime Minister who had to take hard decisions, how much we have to be hard towards Hamas and when we have to be more moderate. But the truth now, that looking backwards, we wouldn't have reached this point if the Prime Minister Netanyahu wouldn't have acted the way he acted. Also, my President Trump believes that the Prime Minister Netanyahu made hard decisions, and there were people who would have been less brave who wouldn't have made these decisions. We are here today because the Hamas did not have an alternative. So says Witkoff. The pressure was great, and therefore we progressed immensely, and this is what brought about this agreement. This is what the envoy Witkoff has stated. Mr. Prime Minister, yesterday, on his way to Israel, the President Trump, that you are the right person at the right time. And I'm proud to say here in front of the whole world that thanks to you, we achieved the great things that we have achieved. Thank you so much, Mr. Prime Minister. This day, today, and we will thank from the depths of our heart, to the brave soldiers of the IDF, of the Israeli Defense Forces, we will thank to the IDF brave soldiers who fought like lions and endangered their lives in order to protect the state of Israel. Many of them sacrificed their lives for the country that bows its head. Their blood did not die in vain, because with their heroism they brought this state, and their names will be inscribed forever in the hearts of the nation. President.
There was not a single person on this planet who did more than you to advance peace. No one even came close. Your election to the presidency marked a turning point, not only for the United States, but for the entire world. Through your strength of character and unwavering resolve, you brought an end to bloody conflicts in no fewer than 8 regions across the globe. In less than 9 months, you became one of the most consequential presidents in history. You saved countless lives that would have been lost without your leadership. And as our sages teach, whoever saves one life, it is as though he has saved an entire world. You have proven that true peace is achieved through strength, and that only those who are prepared to use force in the present can prevent the need to use it in the future. Mr. President, you, more than any other individual, are deserving of the highest recognition for your efforts in promoting peace. Therefore, I hereby announce that together with our good friend, Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson, we will rally speakers and presidents of parliaments from around the world to submit your candidacy for the Nobel Prize, Peace Prize next year. There is no one more deserving than you, President Trump. No one. אדוני הנשיא, אנחנו ניצבים בפני ההיסטוריה ברגע...
Mr. President, we are confronting history. It is a very exciting day for the citizens of Israel, a day that we all wished for. In the Jeremiah, it says that